So having people be scared of you was a really important thing. There's quite a nice description of a huge fight that broke out in Camden. And it was a lot about territory as well. People's manners was really important, and so that you might talk about ends now, but they used to talk about their manner. And this person said glasses, broken bottles, chairs, pieces of furniture, razors and knives were flying about like paper in the wind. And this was from someone called Billy Hill, who was London's godfather in the 1950s, apparently, because in the 50s the Krays weren't that big at that point. It was only in the 60s they became really big. In the 1950s there were other people, and that was Billy Hill, and there was Mad Frankie Fraser, who was one of his gang. But Hill said after this big fight he'd used his knife to cut a length slice in a man's face, but he said he also accidentally stabbed one of his own gang members in the fight. And that's worth thinking about, because you think in a situation like that where everyone's fighting, you'd expect it to be all neat and tidy, but it's not. It goes a bit crazy, and then other people, wrong people, get stabbed. Because the same thing happened in a shooting in the East End in the early part of the 20th century. One of the people that was shot by one of the members of his own gang.
Judy Garland was an Hollywood actress.
Yeah.
And she right fancied him, but I think he thought she was a bit out of his league. That's what they say as well. But you can tell that he didn't want to put it on her.
They did become like superstars, didn't they, in the West End?
Yeah, well, they owned the West End, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. But also all the glamorous people that were coming to the club.
Barbara Windsor.
Sonny Liston. They brought Sonny Liston over from America, and
he was a heavyweight world champion.
That's Terry Spinks, and they brought him over here and made him a superstar over here. They was into racehorsing, bought 8 racehorses, had it with all the stars. Doors. Yeah, that's them in Africa when they went over to do their diamond over there. They done a bit of charity work out there as well, looked after kids in Africa, so they done a good thing there. And in that book just shows where they got sentenced and that.
Who's Roy Shaw?
Roy Shaw is like he fought him and this guy. This is Leonard McLean. He's from Mandy, Lenny. I knew Lenny. I know Roy as well. But Lenny only lived just in St Stephen's Road there. He was the governor, you know what I mean? Like, he was the governor. Yeah, he was the governor from South London. He's mental, Roy, you know what I mean? He done 15 years in a psychiatric. What he done is he got into a security van, but he didn't use a gun. He just beat them senseless and took the money. You know what I mean? He had to turn sideways to get in that door.
Oh my gosh, get.
Spider.
There's a spider.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm being serious.